If you upgraded to CHITUBOX 1.9.1 and your Elegoo Mars is no longer working, this video is for you. Hey, Crazy Will here from Crazy Will's Tech Show. Today, I'm going to show you how to upgrade your Elegoo Mars. That's right. Ever since CHITUBOX has changed their software from 1.8.0 to 1.9.1, people are having problems with their 3D printers. And yes, this has happened to me, and I was kind of lost and wasn't paying attention to the directions that was emailed to me because I contacted Elegoo to tell them that I was having problems because I actually thought I needed to replace the screen. I thought the screen just wasn't working and I was very frustrated. So after replacing the screen for the third time on this machine, I realized it's not working. Went back to the old one, wasn't working. Went back to the original because it had spots, but it was working and it still wasn't working. And I'm like, what is going on here? Why isn't this working? Well, I figured it out. I had to update the firmware and I had to do it correctly. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna take this opportunity, I'm gonna make a video because I bet you there's people out there that are in the same boat that I'm in, where they thought they updated the firmware, but they didn't do it correctly. So I'm gonna show you step by step on how to update your firmware so it'll work with CHITUBOX 1.9.1 and we'll get that working. So let's get over to the computer first. All right, so here's the CHITUBOX website, guys, and the link will be in the description down below. So go ahead, click on that link. It'll bring you to the CHITUBOX website. If you don't want to do that, that's the CHITUBOX website right there. We're going to click on Downloads, CHITUBOX Basics. Now, this is where you could download 1.9.1. Go ahead, download that and get it. Chances are you've already done that. But if you look down here, it talks about the firmware version down here. And if you click on this link right here, it shows you all the different printers that you have to download the newest firmware in order for this new version of CHITUBOX to work. So what we're gonna do is, I have the regular run-of-the-mill Elegoo Mars. So we'll go to that download right here. Okay, unfortunately it just takes you to Elegoo's website, which that's what you want. You want it to take you to Elegoo's website. You don't want to get the firmware from CHITUBOX, not unless you have a Chito board. So we'll go and we'll pick again, we got to go through this again, and pick the Elegoo Mars. And it's the Mars and the Mars C. Apparently they're the same board. I don't know personally, but that's what it looks like. We'll click on firmware. This is where you have to check which version of the motherboard you have. Easiest way to do that is to open it up and take a look, and it should say the version of the board on the actual board, and I'll show you a picture of that right here. You can contact them and find out which board you have. My version, I had the C board. I'm gonna go ahead and download this firmware. So I'm gonna download this firmware. It's gonna go ahead and download. And if you were like me, you didn't really read all this, you should read all this. It tells you how to do it, but you're watching my video, so you probably don't have to. We're going to go in here, and we're going to open up the Elegoo Mars zip file. And let's just bring this to the desktop so I can show you guys a little bit better. And we're going to click on it, use some kind of unzipping software. Usually there's a software into the computer, but it unzips this folder. So what you would do from here, plug in your USB drive, it comes up. Now, what they're going to say on the website, and if you look at it, it says make sure you put all the files on the root. Copy all the files to the root. It says that. A lot of people don't realize this, but the root is actually no subfolders. So if you put a folder in here and you go in that folder, you're no longer at the root. But if you go back, this is the root file. So we'll delete that folder. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into the Elegoo Mars folder. We can't just click and drag that folder in there. Nothing good's going to happen that way. And you can't just click and drop this folder in there either. So we're going to go in there. We're going to click and drag all these over. And now that is at the root of the jump drive. And the next one, we're going to go into this file, the UI. I'm going to click and drag this over as well. So we'll click and drag that over. All right, and that's it. Your USB stick is ready. We're gonna go ahead, make sure you eject. Go ahead, hit eject, and that'll eject the disk. It takes a couple minutes. Don't pull it out. I ruined a USB drive by just pulling it out, so don't do that because you could do damage to the USB drive. All right, so now we have our jump drive ready to go. We're gonna go over to the Elegoo Mars and plug this bad boy in. So you're gonna take a USB stick, stick it right in the back of the printer in the USB slot, like so. Now you're just going to turn it on. and then it'll turn on. After you're done with that, you're going to turn it off. Remove the USB stick, turn it back on. Once it's up and running, take the USB stick again, put it back in there. Now you want to go to print, and you want to print this file right here. It'll end with .cbd. That's the file you want to print, and you're just going to go ahead and hit that, and hit print, and then that should work. And there you go. And that's what it says. And if you did everything correctly, and you go to exposure, your printer should be back in a working order. Alright, so normally it makes a noise that goes dee 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 dee, and it sounds like Morse code's going through the damn thing, and then, as I showed you, you take out the jump drive, and then you put it back in, and then you run that file, and that's where I went wrong. I did not run that file. I didn't realize that that was the update for the LCD screen, so I had no idea about that until I made sure that I read down a little bit further that said, this is how you do it. And we're all guilty of that, and you're probably watching this video going, wow, I know I saw it on your video, but if I would have read the instructions, I probably could have gotten that correct. Trust me guys, this is technology. It's not a common thing that we do every day. You know, updating firmware, it very rarely, and it's just the name of the game. We need to read. We need to read carefully. And then another thing that a lot of people get thrown through a loop, and I've went through this with friends, is they didn't realize that root was the top file of the USB stick. They don't realize that you got to put the files in their plain format right there, and that kind of could not come off clear, I guess, because I've talked to other people and they've had problems with that. I didn't, because I understand where root is, but I'm a friggin' geek. So if you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments below. That's it for me, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that bell if you want to get notified when I make another video. And remember, you can do anything if you put your mind to it. Later, guys. I feel like I need another printer. I don't know why. It's a sickness, guys. It's a sickness. I know I'm talking too much about 3D printing, and I have too many 3D printers on this channel. I don't know what's wrong with me. I mean, I am sick right now, but this is definitely a sickness. This is definitely a problem. It's over. That's it, guys. I mean, there's other videos up there, or if you want to do me a huge favor, click the like button, or subscribe button's even better.